the ground. It's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got... to the 25.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They start the drive with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Well, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st down at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And they'll bring him to the ground. And this is a 7-yard loss on the save. And it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, getting down 23 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Texans! Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play, there's a excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Third down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
White, touchdown, Falcons. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another carry for Pierce.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, confused. Ultra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Steal. Check steal. Check smash.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Ready. Smash. Ultra.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Texans 17. Falcons.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Koo for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Falcons.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Well, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want a carbon copy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robbie Anderson from 17 yards out.
And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everyone, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Going right side is White. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this...
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards.
I think it's about time to turn the eyes over the secondary of the guys with the football. Held up the offensive line on that snap. They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just...
Touchdown! Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. To pick up the first down and move the chains. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I was expecting he's gone to him several times in this game. That's the first time he let it slip from his grasp. And he goes back to him, but he's an excellent player.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Taking down right now, line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
Runs over it. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there.
Into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And this one complete to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard down. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
They certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. They absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. The quarterback will keep it himself, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts, 78 yards. And the Falcons used a big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Falcons 45, Texans 36.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent pickup at 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. Nice move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Well, they really could have turned this one upside down. Trying to go for the number there on 2nd down. Now they're walking down the final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
He's at the 50. 30.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kept the extra point there. And don't go for 2 and go for the win back spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
All right, you're still at least 30 yards from realistic field goal range. You want to get the ball to the 38, but preferably the 35 or less to give your guy his best shot at putting it through the posts.
He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Charles, normally when you
you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth multiple chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nikes and cars. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record.
You see, it's two type of people in life. People that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo Porsche.